Hey everyone, welcome to my channel where I discuss interesting topics that require discussion. I will be talking about money and real wealth today. So today's question is, can money measure real wealth? As you know, most of the world is heavily developed and industrialized. Money is the most important way to influence and change things in the world. Money is an important part of our lives, but money hasn't always been easy to understand. To start, I think that real wealth is a very broad term for what is the most important wealth to everyone on Earth. There are many different types of civilizations across the world with different amounts of expendable resources and wants. Comparing highly advanced civilizations, such as the modern world, to the lesser known obscure tribes of fewer people and expendable resources is very hard to bring to an agreement. However, as the point of this new channel, I will discuss topics of interest in the purpose of hopefully bringing a conclusion to a bigger question. We start back at 9000 BC, back to the civilizations of Mesopotamia, which is in northern Iraq, around that area. Civilization at this point of time was obtain wants and needs through the use of trading. Cattle, sheep, crops, metal were traded for something else of value that someone else wanted. This was a very early form of human commerce, where wealth was measured purely in the amount of useful things that could help you to survive. The civilization at that point only wanted things to make their survival easier and measured your true wealth. But money was almost unheard of and unused until thousands of years later. This brings us to the ancient Lydian society, 7000 BC. According to Britannica, the ancient Lydians were believed to be the first Western culture to create and use coins. When the first coins were created, humans jumped from trading to buying and selling. These early forms were only used by elites to massive armies, but it was a massive leap in wealth development. However, in the early days, integrating currency into cultures was hard and took thousands of years to be developed into what it is today, and the most common form of wealth. We start to see other civilizations use currency thousands of years after the Lydians, the Romans, the Islamics, the Indians, and the Chinese, to name a few. They started to use more types of currencies from the Roman drachma, the gold dinar, Indian piranhas, and the Chinese cowrie shell. But all money is the same and is useless by itself. How did these ancient civilizations keep money circulating as a better option than useful tradable items? The answer is that society grew rapidly from there. The Greeks pioneered science and study, and it was widely accepted at that point that human culture centered around wisdom and life, rather war and death. According to the Census Bureau, from 2000 BC to 1080, the population went up from 27 million to 345 million. With a bigger population, demand for certain labor went up and down. But what about the people who could not obtain items to trade for money? Different people have different jobs that have certain demands, after all. The solution changed human society. After the boom of human population, a new type of currency was created, fiat money. Fiat means let it be done, and as humans, we have the power to say that a coin is now worth more than a chicken because fiat money was a universal currency. It allowed people of different professions to obtain something outside of their own profession without the use of trading. Say, a blacksmith could obtain food from a farmer, and the farmer could obtain tools from the blacksmith without the use of trading. That is the power of fiat money, and is very relevant to this discussion. In the modern era, money is expendable. Money will buy food, clothes, and even luxuries. Because of humans' extensive history on money, we all tend to think that money measures real wealth. but I believe that real wealth means something more than that. I think that real wealth is your status that you have in life. Money can buy many things that you need, but not everyone has to agree that your money means something to them. For example, tribes in South America still live the old trading ways and hunt and fish for food. If you were to take a tribesman from one of these tribes and give them your money, it would mean nothing to them. Another example of this in the modern time is different countries' currencies. All across the globe, different countries have different currencies that have meaning to them and mostly them. While you may exchange a US dollar for euros, some currency cannot be exchanged. For example, a completely useless Vietnamese dong and a Nigerian currency is useless to each other, or the Iranian rial is worthless to Denmark. Different countries and tribes have different ideas on how goods are distributed, and ultimately, your own money may be worth a lot to you, but it can be worthless to someone else, and it should not be measured as real wealth. I believe that your status as a person in the world should measure your real wealth. For example, if you do something nice for someone, they will remember how you made them feel. They will always remember how you make them feel. That is the power of status. Nobody can devalue actions that make them feel good. If you earn your status and people acknowledge your great personality, that is the greatest and truest and the most real wealth on earth. Thanks for listening to my discussion on the world's real wealth. Leave the discussion you want to hear next in the comments. I know that some may think that money is the most real wealth, but truly, the actions that you take make people happy, and making them happy is the best and truest wealth. So go out there and make someone happy. Thank you for watching.